And we're glad you're here, Karl. So, thank you.
Well, one of the best parts about being last is that everyone wants remarks to stay short, which is perfect for me. I was nervous as hell and I didn't eat my dessert, and it's still sitting over there, so I'm looking forward to being very, very quick so I can eat my dessert. Let me say a couple of thank yous. This is on behalf of what's left of my family, of Billy Webb's family, particularly my mom, because my Aunt Kate passed away a long time ago, but on behalf of my mom and my immediate family, thank you. Thank you very much for the honor. This is humbling to be among the inductees that are here tonight. Staggering. Actually, I was taken back. I sat and read the booklet before dinner and thought, holy cow, look at these guys, what accomplishments. I am honored to be here representing my family in amongst such a great group, so thank you. A couple of people I want to thank: the board of directors. I've always admired the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame. Always hoped that my grandfather would be in it, so I appreciate the honor and thank very much the board of directors for all that they do to keep the Sports Hall of Fame going. Thank the committee, the banquet committee. Chip, it's really nice that I get to salute my friend Chip Johnson. I moved away from Jamestown in '84. But when we were little, Chip and I used to spend a couple of weeks a year when our dads were in the National Guard together at Fort Drum. And Chip has always been a close family friend, and I admire him greatly. And thank you for a great dinner. Thanks for the nominating committee. In particular, a couple of folks. My friend Dick Barton, who also wanted to be reminded and have everyone know that he still looks good. In spite of his age, Dick Barton still looks good. I don't know why he asked me to tell you that. Still looks good, Dick. There we go. That's a payback, Barton. Also, to my friend Randy Anderson. Randy's one of my dearest friends, and when I submitted the material for my grandfather to be included, apparently I wasn't quite, didn't have it quite in the proper order. Had a lot of information, which my friend Greg Peterson helped me assemble, but I didn't really have it highlighted properly, and it was Randy's guidance in getting it to the committee in a fashion that they could review it in a concise way and make the consideration. So Randy, your friendship means a great deal to me, it always has, and thank you very much for this. Appreciate it. There's one other person that I definitely have to say thank you to, and it's going to sound odd, but it's the person who introduced me to my grandfather. As you would guess, he's been dead a lot longer than I've been alive. He passed away in 1935, and I wasn't born until quite a while after that. And it wasn't until Greg Peterson approached my family, approached my mom a few years ago and said, we'd like to do a documentary on your grandfather. Do you have material? And we did. We thought we had quite a bit. But after countless meetings with Greg, spending time with my mom, we realized that we didn't have quite as much information as Greg did. And he's a tremendous historian. And it really was Greg who introduced me to my grandfather, as odd as that may seem. We did the hot stove luncheon. He did a video that's been playing around town for this past week or so and has periodically been on TV. And what a great honor. It was an awakening. And one of the highlights that I remember after that was to bring that video home and show it to my son who's now 15. And he was mesmerized by it. He says, that was my great-grandfather. I said, yep, you betcha. It was. And we still watch that video frequently. I'm sad that my son isn't here tonight, but he's a lot like his grandfather. He's at Oneonta State University at a baseball camp right now, and he's a hell of a lot better athlete than I'll ever be, that's for sure, and never was. And so he regrets not being here, but he's carrying on the legacy on behalf of our family. The other person I'm sad isn't here is my mom. Last January, my mother suffered a modest stroke, and she had been here in Jamestown her entire life. And unfortunately, It was a nursing home situation, and we brought her out closer to us in Albany. And it's great, it's worked out terrific. She gets to go see my son's games, she gets to spend time with us. But I can't even imagine how important it would have been for her to be here this evening to accept and acknowledge this honor for her dad. So for that I'm sad, but there's no doubt about it. She understands what's going on, and she's very, very proud. I'm going to close briefly by just saying, you student athletes in particular, things change in life so rapidly. You don't know one morning that someone that you always hoped you'd have an understanding of their history and their past, and you lose that opportunity. I was fortunate that in my situation with my grandpa, Greg was my person to give me that knowledge, to give me that wealth, to show me what legacy my grandpa had. But every one of us has a legacy. Every one of us has something that we need to share with someone. And I'm asking you student athletes, and everybody for that matter, but particularly you student athletes, spend some time getting to know your parents. Not just, you know, getting to know them like you kids do, but get to know them. Ask them questions. Find out what their favorite things were when they grew up. Find out what they did, what their hobbies were. Everyone has a video camera these days. Go take them. You know, sit and do interviews with your parents and your grandparents. You never know when that day's going to change, and that memory, those memories, those cherished things are going to be locked away, and you won't be able to extricate them again. So in a night when we honor our past accomplishments, please, all of us, take some time to share your memories and your past with somebody so that they can remember that legacy. Appreciate it. Thank you all. God bless you. Oh, and by the way, I am a diehard Sabres fan, and it's great living in Albany being a Sabres fan because they're all Rangers fans, so I get to wear all my Sabres stuff, and it really fries me. Thank you. God bless you.
By the way, I think that's a great job there, Karl, because I think it's great that Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame remembers somebody that was clearly ahead of his time, which he was.